Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful late March spring day. It's kind of windy, so coming out to the forest preserve today is kind of twofold. First, I wanted to grab the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 and check its wind resistance on the onboard microphone. So if you're hearing a lot of wind noise, you'll know it's not very good. If you're not, you'll know it is pretty good. Secondly, wanted to grab I got the Canon R7 and I got an all-purpose kind of Superzoom lens, 24 to 240, which usually takes pretty good shots. It's not great for wildlife, but it's great if you want the opportunity or have the choice of taking a wide angle or a zoomed in shot. Of course, on a crop frame sensor, you multiply that by 1.6 to get the full frame equivalent. So it's a little more than 240 millimeters. Ends up being a little over 300, I think, if you do the math. So anyway, put the camera on. We'll walk around on a trail and see what we find out here. Thanks for watching. It's a pretty good time of year to head to the woods. It's a nice warm day and the foliage hasn't come out yet. A little bit easier to see what's going on in the woods. Alright, so we're at Greene Valley Forest Preserve between Woodbridge and Naperville, Illinois. You can see some charred remains of some fire there. They've done a lot of thinning out this past winter. Some controlled burns, prevention of forest fires, supposed to be good for the forest, I guess. Much thinner than it was last year, though. You know, I haven't seen any wildlife yet, but I see a tree with a bunch of fungus on that I'll go take a picture of. All right, line it up here. There's some over here on the tree stump too. I'm shooting in shutter priority at 1/500th of a second, auto ISO, just to make it easy. And I really like the results of this all-in-one lens, probably the best one I've ever. I used to have the Tamron, I still do, Tamron 18-400. Got a bigger range, but this Canon lens is a much sharper lens, and I enjoy shooting with it a lot more. It's also, you can get up close, pretty close with it too. Not quite macro, but it will focus very, very close. About what, 2 feet away there. All right. Got a little creek up here. I'll see if there's anything visible. Any birds or hell, I'd even take a squirrel at this point. Isn't that a big pretty tree over there? That's the beauty of this. I'll take this down to 24 millimeters. A little bit more than 24, maybe about what we're at, 37. There's one of the little creeks. Had a lot of rain over the past couple weeks, so plenty of water for the wildlife. Sometimes these dry up in the summer. How's that wind noise? Wind's really blowing right now. It looks like somebody's thrown some flower petals, rose petals into this little pool here. I wonder if there's any significance to that. It's kind of pretty. Maybe I'll take a shot of one of them. Do it without falling in. Get one here with the sun kind of shining on them. It's weird. Sometimes you come out here, and I remember coming out here one day and seeing a great big hawk just sitting on a ledge. I remember seeing a whole family of raccoons in one of the trees. They'd hollowed out part of the trunk and made a little house out of it. And then sometimes you come out here, it might be early in the season, but like I haven't even seen a bird today. I wonder if thinning the forest has a negative effect on that, you know, for a period of time until stuff starts growing back. There's one less tree. That one didn't make it through the winter. And yes, for once I'm actually not shooting my Olympus camera. Figured the few people that view these videos were tired of hearing about an Olympus. Although I'm going to have an OM5 Mark II here for too long that I'll have to talk about and demonstrate, I'm sure. Look at that. Took a lot of earth with it. I wish these screens were easier to see in the light. I've got it as brightest setting and it's not great. Maybe just a kind of a late spring landscape shot. We'll frame it with this big tree here, put it on one side of it, shoot kind of around it. That way we'll have some near, middle, and far. There's a little construction flag, but I can Photoshop that out. I don't know, what do you think? Some days the creative juices flow and some days they don't. Pathway shot. See if there's anything on this old log, any mushrooms or anything like that. Might be too early for that. A little bit of moss. Kind of a neat look there with the curve in the path and the dead tree in the background. I don't know if you can see through the trees, you got this massive hill just to our south. And no, it's not a natural hill, it's an old landfill that they filled up and donated to the Forest Preserve. And they have a scenic overlook on it. Opens in May. I think it's May to October on weekends. You go to the top of it. It's one of the highest points in DuPage County. Spectacular view of, on a clear day, the Chicago skyline, which is about 35 miles away. See if there's a creative way other than what I did already to take a picture of this fallen tree. Maybe a little bit from the side. There's another strange looking one right there. Looks like something from a scary movie. Of course, you can't even tell what those look like once the leaves come out. A little bit of editing, that might make a neat picture. All right, actually need to get going and got an appointment I gotta get to. This was just kind of a get me out of the house on my day off on a nice warm spring day, get some fresh air, make a quick video, shoot some Canon gear. Kind of neglected it for a while after discovering Olympus and OM system. And no wildlife shots today, but hope you enjoyed what I was able to take. And I appreciate you watching. We'll do another walk and talk here before too long with maybe a different camera setup. Thanks for watching, appreciate it.